Hi guys, so welcome to this quick tutorial of making class shaders in Blender. So assuming that you are new to Blender and you're learning stuff, this video will help you to make a basic glass shader using the Cycles render engine. So let's get started. So this here we have icosphere. I have used subdivision to make it smooth. And we have basic lighting that is coming from up. I have taken sun as the source so that it can be more clear to all of you guys. Now let's start making the glass shader. So you need to click on new. So by default it processes principal BSTF, which you need to delete. Now press F3 to search the node, or you can click on Shift plus A. It will give you all of the options that are available to use as nodes, but we'll go directly because it will be faster. So simply type here class, and probably it will pop up on the top, so just click enter. And now all you need to do is join it, and here you go, you have the basic class in place. Now you have different modifications here. It can go very complicated if you go on advanced level, but for now just understand the basics. So you can add one more node, which is refraction. So for adding these two to get processed in the surface, you need to use either mix shader or add shader. So I'll not use add shader because it ultimately doesn't allow you to make the tweaks. Let me show you just a second. So for example, I searched for add shader and here it is. So when I plug these nodes in this, see, it automatically calculates all of the input data and gives you the final output without allowing you to make the modifications from here. So what we'll do is, instead of this, we'll delete this node, and now we'll click on mix shader. Okay, so you can see there is a blue bar here which allows us to make the modifications in two of these shaders. So let me plug it in. So you can see that this is the processed form of glass that we are getting right now. So roughness, increasing the roughness will give you a cloudy glass. If you want to make something like that, you can always increase the roughness from here, and the glass will look like something like this. You can increase and decrease as per your convenience. It's completely upon you. And same goes with another shader that you need to use for making basic glass, that is glossy, for adding some glossiness on the glass, because you see every glass has some kind of attached glossiness to it. So we can simply duplicate this and put this particular node. Let me move it right here so that it is more clear to you guys. Alright, so don't be worried because it is opaque. It is due to the roughness of the glossy shader. So we can simply bring it down to somewhere like this. I guess 0.04 will be a good number, or let's say 0.08. I guess this is fine. So yeah, this is the basic setup of how your glass shader should look in the initial stages. Now you can make the tweaks by moving this factor node basically. So what it is doing is, it is basically increasing the amount of glass shader in this combination when I put this to here, and it is decreasing its role and increasing refraction node's role when I move the blue bar here, because see, this one is attached on the first slot and this is on the second. So I guess you know the basic math from there. So you can see the changes in the glass shader eventually. And same goes with this one as well. So when I decrease it to this becomes more of a glossy glass in terms, and when I increase it completely, see, it has occupied more of the same form that it was presenting to us with these two nodes. Alright, okay, so assuming that your basic concept is now clear, let's move to a bit intermediate level of this. So what I will do is I will move this refraction node right here, okay, and we'll copy it, control D, sorry, shift D, my bad, okay. And here we'll not use mix shader, we'll use add shader. So just go find add shader on the menu and just plug it in, okay. And same goes with this, just put it here and you can see some effects, although this is not the final one, just wait a bit. So we'll duplicate it once again and see Blender automatically adjusts the node if there is not enough space. So we'll plug this here. Alright, now just wait for the main trick to happen. So what we'll do is we'll put in the RGB, that is the red, this, then green in this, and blue in this. You can see the cloud that is forming inside. You can see the small values that are being created. So in order to make it more refined, you need to find value, okay, and again you need to duplicate it, and then you can simply type in the math node. By the way, the process of learning all of these nodes is quite easy, because I was also not aware of these things. So eventually with time I came to know about all of these. So don't worry if you are feeling very uncomfortable seeing all of these, you'll get habitual of using these nodes. So for now just understand, and in time you will start playing with these nodes and you'll learn eventually how to use them in what situations. So for now move it to subtract and leave it as it is. It is on the add node, so don't disturb it. Now put it 1.4 and here 0.2. I guess 0.4 will also work. So not time now to plug it in. So just plug it here. And by the way, this segment is from CG vertex, because I saw that video and eventually it helped me a lot. So I have also a very refined glass shader, so I will teach you in the video, but for now we'll leave it with this. So you can simply move this to this value, and we'll also plug in one more from here. And now you can simply plug this value to IR and this to IR as well. So I hope you can see some colorful reflections right here. And for basic node, I guess this is enough. This node network gives you all of the basic properties of a glass, so I don't think you need to complicate it more. In case you are working on any personal project and you want a very refined glass shader, then you can move on to advanced tutorials. That's completely fine. But if you are looking for a basic node network to get a basic glass shader in cycles, then this one it is. You need to make just these nodes and you'll be fine with the proceedings. Alright guys, so keep experimenting with these nodes, and hopefully this tutorial has helped you in understanding the glass shaders. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.